everyone. Today we are going to be drawing a bust of ourselves. A bust is a portrait that is from the top of the head to just below the shoulders typically. It is going to be a self-portrait, so it is going to be a picture of you. And we're going to be doing it in the artistic styles of Tim Burton. Alright, I do have this lovely reference sheet for different character features. For the head, eyes, nose, mouth, body, arms, and legs. The arms and legs and the body will not be used today because we are only doing a bust. Alright, so to get started, we need to pick the head shape that we feel best represents us. I am going to go with this shape right here, and if we look at this shape, it might look a little complicated or daunting, but we can always break it down into simple shapes. Alright, so if we break this down into simple shapes, I see a square and a triangle. This one is a long oval. It's a tall oval. This one is a long oval. And this is a rectangle and a triangle. Alright, so again, I'm going to go with this one right here. When I go to draw this, I want to make sure that I am filling up the space on my page. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit so you can see more of the page. As you can see, in the bottom right hand corner, we're going to go ahead and put our names because we always want to put our name on our artwork, and we want to put it in the bottom right hand corner. Alright, so we want to draw lightly because some of these lines are going to be erased. We are used to holding our pencil something like this, close down to the tip of the lead. If you are having trouble drawing lightly that way, hold your pencil further back, and it's going to help you apply less pressure so that it is a lighter line. And the reason this is important is when we erase, we don't want ghost lines left behind. Alright, so I'm going to lightly draw my square, nice and large so it's filling up the space, and then I'm going to draw in my triangle. I'm going to try and make sure they are as centered as possible, and I'm going to draw a line that does go straight up and down the middle of my head. I'm going to go ahead and add in the neck and the shoulders for the bust. Alright, so we have the top of the head, the chin, and this is where our jawline would be. We're also going to draw a line in the middle of our head shape. This is where our eyes are going to go. If we go in between our eyes and our chin, that is where our nose is going to go. And if we go in between where our nose and our chin is, so right about here, this is where our mouth is going to go. If we go from the eyes to the top, go into the middle, or close to the middle, that is where our hairline is going to be. Alright. So now, we need to go ahead and look at our reference sheet again. This time we're going to be looking at the eyes. Your eyes are symmetrical. If we were to draw a line straight down in between these eyes, it should match up perfectly. But I made a mistake because this eye, if we were to fold this set, would not be symmetrical because this is the skinny part of the eye and the skinny part of this eye is over here, so they are not mirror images. This is just slid over as a duplicated eye. So we want to make sure if this is the eye that we are choosing, that we go ahead and choose the correct ones to draw. But the pupil is going to stay in the same place because your pupils do look in the same direction at the same time. Unless you're Pennywise, and then your eyes can do some weird things. So for this project, I'm going to choose these eyes right here. And I'm going to go ahead and draw them on my paper. Alright, so that the center of my eye should be on that line. It may not be perfect, but that's okay. We're just blocking in the shapes. And there should be an invisible eye right here that is the same as these two. That helps us know that they are spaced correctly. Alright, so you're not going to draw that third eye. You should be able to see it visually. Going to add in the pupils. And then we are going to add in the lashes. Alright, and then right above it, I know it's not on the sheet, but you would have eyebrows. Alright, so the next thing to add is going to be the nose. For this project, I am going to utilize this nose right here. Alright, so I'm going to continue my line from the eyebrow and just bring it down like this. Now, our next part of the nose is going to be this part right here. And I know it's not going all the way down here, but I'm actually okay with that. I feel like this looks good. And I think I'll just move my mouth up a little bit. I think that should look nice. Another thing that is not on our reference sheet are the ears. Your ears are located in between where your eyebrow is and the base of your nose. Alright, so my ears should look something like this. Now if you have long hair, your ears might be covered, and that's okay. You don't have to draw them if your hair covers them. If your hair does not cover your ears, then please include them. Alright, so our next step is to draw the mouth. For my mouth, I am going to choose this one right here. Alright, so it's a line with two curves and then another curve. Alright, so I'm going to draw my smile, and then I'm going to add jump, jump, and then at the bottom, jump. I'm going to erase my guidelines that I no longer need, such as the ones for the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Alright. This leaves us with the hair and the clothing. Alright. To add in clothing, first we want to add in some kind of collar for the shirt. Some sleeves. Alright, so we have some clothes. And then for the hair. Alright, you might have a widow's peak, which is something that looks like this. Miss Martinez does have a widow's peak. So what that means is that it kind of has this arch that comes to a point in the center, and then it does another arch to go back. Alright, the other way your hairline might follow is one that goes straight across. So again, you're not copying what I'm doing, you are drawing your self-portrait. Alright, So we're going to go down if we have a widow's peak, so it looks something like this. Alright, my hair does come down in front of my ears most of the time, but occasionally I do have my ears a little bit visible. We're not going to draw the hair in individual strands. We're going to draw it in clumps. When you draw it in individual strands, it gets messy. You can always color it with individual strands, but for the actual drawing, you would want to do it as clumps or shapes. And we're going to go in and erase. Those outside lines that we don't need. I am going to adjust the back of my hair just a little bit. My hair is longer in front and shorter in back. I do wear glasses, so I am going to go ahead and add in glasses. So to do that, I'm going to start with the nose piece, and then I'm going to build each lens for my glass at the same time. And the reason I do this is if I end up spending 10 to 15 minutes on one set of one half of the glasses or the eye, I'm going to get impatient when I go to do the other one, because I have spent so much time on that first eye and I have it perfect, and I should be able to do the other eye in almost no time at all, and that's not really reasonable at all. If it took 10 to 15 minutes to draw something amazing, trying to recreate it, it's going to take a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes. So by doing both sides at the same time, you're eliminating that issue of I should be done with this part. Alright, now my hair does cover up the arms of my glasses, but I would just extend the lines to the ear from the glasses frames. Alright, and the last detail that I'm going to add for mine is going to be my tiara, because I do wear a tiara. I don't have it on today. Today I have an awesome Batman Santa hat. I am really looking forward to the holiday season. I can't wait to see your creations. Yeah, have fun.